Midnight Mike for the Goat Gazette. I am here in Portland, Maine at Hadlock Field. How did I get here? Well, it's best to start at the beginning.
Drive hit deep towards left center. Rojas back to the track, at the wall, she's gone! Hunter Goodman has done it! A walk-off two-run home run here in the ninth inning, and the Yardgos win it! 5-4 Hartford over Reading as Goodman delivers. He leads the league in home runs, he leads the league in RBIs, and he's the hero in Hartford here tonight.
Begins here. We're on the shoreline of Connecticut and we're traveling up to the shoreline of Maine. From the shoreline of Connecticut to Portland, Maine to see the Hartford Yardgoats take on the Portland Sea Dogs. I love the long travel games with the Yardgoats. It last year going up to Binghamton was a complete success, absolute blast. And I expect the same thing today and tomorrow. I told you guys that I might be doing some stealth camping. I love watching stealth camping videos, especially Camping with Steve. Check out his YouTube channel. It is awesome. I'm doing some stealth camping. As you can see, that is a cot with pillows, sleeping bag. I got a cooler back there. I'll show you more later. I got an extra goat jersey ready to go. I got an extra goat hat somewhere back there. Either way, I'm excited. I hope you're excited. Let's have fun. All right, well, we are in New Hampshire. I've been through Connecticut, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, on our way to Maine. A few things I've noticed in New Hampshire, I don't know how much these people drink, but there's huge blue and like yellow signs on the side of the highway anytime there's a liquor store, like telling you, oh, okay, liquor store, pull off, here's your time to get your booze. Very strange. Never really noticed that. Now, I've been in many states, the whole east coast of the United States, and I've been as far west as Missouri, as Chicago. I've been both of those places, but I've never been in a state. I don't think I've ever been in New Hampshire. I don't know if I've ever had a reason to be. I've never been to Maine. This is going to be the first time I'm ever going to be in Maine. But I've never seen a state where it's like, just like, you know, the next exit is Newington and Dover. Liquor store. And it's huge signs. And I've seen several. I don't know. I just thought that was strange. And yeah, that's it. It looks like I have to get over to stay on 95. Boy, they took me a lot of different highways to get here, but I will give them that they definitely cut a lot of time off of. If I would have just taken 95 the whole time, it would have brought me right along the shore the whole way. This was definitely the quicker way, so I can't wait to get there. See what I can do before the gates open and after the gates close. Who knows?
Welcome to Maine.
And that travel led to this. The Goat Gazette, the officially unofficial YouTube channel of the Hartford Yard Goats, is here in Portland, Maine to see them take on the Portland Sea Dogs here at Hadlock Field. And let me tell you, from the outside, we're going to go in later. It's a little early. I still got to park and all of that. But from the outside, it does look like a very old school ballpark, which I really like. Maritabo Stadium up in Binghamton is a little run down, and still, I'd say that this one from the outside definitely looks more promising. Now, hopefully we'll get in today's game and tomorrow's game, but I'm the only person who traveled in to where a hurricane is supposedly going to hit. The tip of this Hurricane Lee is supposed to brush Maine tomorrow, actually overnight, probably 5, 6 a.m. I haven't looked at the weather in a while, but we will see. Hopefully we will get in the game tomorrow, and there won't be too much of damage done here in Maine. But let's get to it. Let's try to explore some areas of Portland, and I'll see you then.
This place looks quaint, and I'm going to go inside and ask if there's anything in the area. I want to try to get a nice shot of the shore, but I also would like to see if they have anything like arcade or vintage shops, something like that.
No, I have not tried the cookies yet, but as soon as I do, I will get back to you with a review of the cookie jar, I believe it was. But here we are. We are at the shoreline here in Portland, Maine, and this was a place recommended to me to visit, and coming into Maine, it's one of the most, even on the 95, it's a beautiful state. The pine trees, lush, just so green, so beautiful. And now I'm here at the shore. Now, pulling into Portland originally, I started to think, oh, maybe this is a little bit like Binghamton. There were parts that were a little bit more rundown than others, but let me tell you something, and this wind is picking up. I can feel it at my back. There are beautiful parts of Portland. I went through some areas that looked like the beautiful fancy row homes of Philadelphia. I went through some really gorgeous parts of the city. So, but from Portland to here, it's all different. It's not like Binghamton. I hate to keep hitting on the Rumble Ponies, but it is not like Binghamton. Portland, Maine is absolutely beautiful. I'm so glad I got to come here. The sea air, we have that where I live in Connecticut, but here, this is ocean. This isn't the Long Island Sound. Either way, I'm going to try to get a few more shots, have a good time. Well, of course I'm having a good time. I'm having a great time. And get back. I got to get back to Hadlock Field. Tonight is Field of Dreams night, so apparently when I go out onto the field, there will be cornfields out there and everything. That's why they had the jazz band out there. They're doing everything old-timey, and I really appreciate that. I'm glad I'm here for that. But as you can see, above the concessions area, there's our yard goats in dead last place here in the second half of the season. I cannot believe the Rumble Ponies made it in for that second team this year. Usually they are at the bottom, but let's go check out more of this stadium. Here are the lineups for tonight. Vladimir Restituyo leading off. Thompson batting second. Jordan Beck, he was very nice, signed my daughter's ball, batting third. Fernandez, Kyle, Datris, Ritter, Warming, Burnable, Fulford, Simpson, and Palmquist. That's our starting lineup here in Portland. As I am literally munching down on my first ever Fenway Frank, which they sell here because it's an affiliate of the Boston Red Sox, and we are not far from Boston. I will be heading right behind home plate to 106. That's where my seat is. Get my first look at Hadlock Field. I am assuming that this is behind home plate. We will find out. And ladies and gentlemen, goat fans, this is Hadlock Field, home of the Portland Sea Dogs. And look at that. They've got their own mini green monster here. I really appreciate the, as much as I don't like the Red Sox, I appreciate the homage to Fenway Park. Starting pitcher, Carson Palmquist, along with his catcher, right there, Braxton Fulford, getting ready for tonight's game.
If you build it, they will come. And in 1994, the city of Portland did build it. And you, the fans, have come out in record numbers to Hadlock Field ever since. Over 11 million fans have come through the gates since 1994. Fans, please help me welcome your 2023 Portland Sea Dogs.
Now, excuse me while I cut in for a minute. As you know, copyrighted music affects monetization on YouTube. I would eventually like that to happen for this page. And I do believe they are playing the Field of Dreams score here, but as you can see, the players came out of the cornfield in center field, then made their way to the base paths, lined up on the first and third base lines. And it was a great event at Hadlock Field, and eventually the players did turn around and give a round of applause to the fans in attendance and appreciation for another successful season there for the Sea Dogs. But other than that, I think the score is going to be over here, so we will continue. We are only in the middle of the first inning, but one thing I want to point out about Hadlock Field that I really like are these upper bleachers. I don't know if you can see them, but they are metal bleachers, and the crowd here gets pretty rowdy. Look, there's people down there. The crowd gets pretty rowdy, and they start banging on these bleachers, which I really like. That's one of the coolest thing so far, and I had to bring that up. It's still 0-0. It's the middle of the first. And they also had the Field of Dreams, which I showed you some footage from. And it was pretty cool. They had the players come up into the stand. So the Portland Sea Dogs are a very fan-friendly organization. Once again, this could be just tonight, but it seems like they really do appreciate the people who come out to these games.
They're so unique. And last year, actually they were wearing them when history was made, when our David Hamilton, who's now with the Red Sox, stole a franchise record amount of bases, and it was on Field of Dreams.
They're special uniforms.
The 1-2. Swing and a ground ball back up the middle and through, a base hit. As Datris rounds third, he comes home to score, and the Yardgoats take the early 1-0 lead.
Located far out in right field in the foul area is this awesome picnic pavilion. Seems like you can get some great food out here, and seems like a lot of foul balls also come to this area. As you can see, we are far out in the foul area of right field. Just taking a walk through this stadium, there's so much more, I don't know, energy and character to Hadlock Field than my experience in Binghamton. This stadium definitely has a very old school ballpark feel. It looks the part, it plays the part, and the fans are very, very rowdy, which is a good thing. We are here in the bottom of the seventh. It is tied 1-1. It has been a pitching duel. Goats pitcher Colin Palmquist, he pitched, I think, 93 or 94 pitches into the sixth inning, got through the sixth, and then was just replaced by Goldsberry. Once again, I could walk back into the stadium. It could be a completely different score. When I was checking, getting some nachos and stuff, they were on the mound talking to Goldsberry. I mean, he couldn't be in too much trouble. He's only pitched a half an inning so far, but we will see what happens here from Hadlock Field in Portland, Maine.
Scroggins sets the first pitch. Swing and a ground ball hit to the right side of the infield into right field. It's an RBI base hit for Jordan Beck, and the Yardgoats are back on top 2-1 in the top of the eighth.
Well, runs in the second and the eighth were all Hartford needed to take a victory, 2-1 here at Hadlock Field in Portland, Maine. I had a great time. The fans here in Portland are outstanding. Like I said, up here in the bleachers, when they start banging on these bleachers, it really adds a good ambiance, it just makes the stadium, you feel it. Even when you're down behind home plate, you can feel the bleachers rocking. And I think that this stadium has a lot of character. I showed a lot to you tonight because Hurricane Lee is blowing in, and I don't think that I'm going to be able to get to the game tomorrow. I mean, I'll get here if they're having the game, or they might push it back an hour. I don't know. But either way, that's it here. I might as well end. Should I end this normal? I don't know. Should I just end it with, this is the officially unofficial YouTube channel of the Hartford Yardgoats. Will we be back tomorrow? I don't know. Maybe I'll bring you on a journey tomorrow when I go around Portland or I go around Maine. We'll see. I can't wait to see you later tonight. I'll show you what I'm stealth camping in. It's going to be awesome. Midnight Mike for the Goat Gazette. It is the next morning, Saturday morning, and unfortunately the game has been canceled. Not due to rain, but due to high winds, which is why I'm using the microphone. Usually I wouldn't use the microphone in this situation when it's just me at a campground, but the winds are definitely kicking around here. But I do want to show you my little setup. I want to show you a little bit of the campground. It's really nice. I think it's called Bailey's Family Camping Resort, something like that. And I'll show you what I did. Last night, I tried Walmart. They don't allow overnight parking. They told me Cabela's, and online said, yes, Cabela's, we have spots for RVs and everything. But apparently this particular Cabela's was one of the only ones that does not allow overnight parking. So I was in a complete frenzy to find a place. I didn't want to get fined a couple $100 and found a really nice campground to overnight park in. So that's what I did. So let me show you what my situation was. So we start with right here, and this is just some of my equipment and stuff. But you come around back, and there it is. There it is. Look at that. I even got Halloween stuff for the, be in the spirit as fall has now come full force. Cot, sleeping bag. I slept well when the wind wasn't whipping around and I was afraid a tree was going to fall on my car. That was basically the situation. I got my cooler here. There were some beers in there. There's a soda in there. There's I got to go get breakfast. I'm out of it. And then in the little bag right here is the cookies. I did have one of those cookies, one of their chocolate chip. There's another chocolate chip, and there's like a jelly filled. The chocolate chip was good. Now, once again, the best chocolate chip cookies that you can get are 4th Street Delicatessen, Bainbridge, right below South Street, 4th and South in Philadelphia. I will never say that another bakery cookie is as good as theirs. Theirs are 10. My mom's thin chocolate chip cookies are 10, but I'm not saying home cooked. I'm saying bakery cooked. I'd say those cookies were an 8.5, which is great because no bakery should be below like a 7 when you're rating them. But this was my situation. The cookies were great. There you go. See? I'm not doing anything with my muck boots. They're just in my car. I am literally parked right outside this beautiful lake, as you can see. The wind is very strong. Like, there's no way that you would be able to. That's why I'm using the microphone. The winds are definitely whipping in here from Hurricane Lee, but nice little lake here. They have kayaking. They have a swimming pool. They have jacuzzis. I will try to right over there. The good thing is that I was able to. If I was in a Walmart parking lot or a Cabela's, no bathrooms. But that building there in the distance right there, which looks further on camera, is showers, is bathroom, everything. And then you have a playground, little kids playing on a playground with branches and stuff coming down all night. People sleeping in tents. I didn't sleep well sleeping in a car. I couldn't imagine being in a tent for that.
All right, now keep in mind that I came in here last night in complete darkness, and it looks pretty cool. But I have no idea how to get out of here, but I do see a sign up ahead, which is a good thing. Let's see if I can let this guy go by. Activity area. Exit that way. Okay. The only thing that I I'm not so sure about this is that they do have people really packed in. I mean, people are right up each other's butts. Which, once again, I guess if you have one of these trailers, you can actually rent these trailers. Some of them. I don't know which ones. You could bring your own, and you can also rent 2 different types of trailers. You can rent cabins. Those were on the other side of the lake that I was on, but I'm not going all the way over to them. There's pictures of them online, folks. These people making a nice breakfast. That's nice. So this was the side. There's another playground. And as you can see, another pool. Huh. And they got jacuzzis on the other side and another pool. So they have 2 pools and a jacuzzi. And then you have your office and registration, which is I got to go talk to them. And then there's the cafe over there, which I'm going to try to check out. But let's see what's up. So this is the other pool, and as you can see, there are jacuzzis on the other side, and they have some sort of little amphitheater here. I guess they do little performances or whatever. But then right here is where I'm going to get some breakfast, is the Seaside Cafe. So let's see what they have to offer, or what kind of establishment it is. Oh, and there's a game room. And a nice cute little sausage, egg, and cheese on an English muffin. You can also get it on a bagel with some home fries. So this will be a nice start to the day. Try these home fries. Just like mini French fries. Good stuff all around. Highly recommended. It's simple.